welcome to Pause for Thought. Can I begin by asking you to imagine a delicious cake sliced into unequally sized pieces? One might be a slither, another a wedge, and there may not be enough cake for everyone. But don't eat it. What do you feel about living in such an unjust society? Now imagine the same delicious cake again, but this time the cake is sliced and divided equally, so everyone has an equal share. Are you happier? Imagine no slice of cake and how you would feel if you were possibly one of the 1.9 million 3-day emergency food parcel users. This dramatic recent increase in food bank reliance comes after years of gradually rising food bank use and is caused by people's income dropping. Alternatively, if you have a wedge of cake, it's perhaps hard to understand the inability not to want to open the mail, especially anything in a brown envelope or that looks like a bill. The holding of breath as you enter your PIN at the supermarket checkout, the heart hammering if the transaction takes a fraction of a second longer than it should. In the last quarter of 2020, research projects future food bank usage to increase, which equates to 6.38 3-day emergency food parcels a minute being distributed by food banks. The food bank network brings together volunteers, staff and supporters of all faiths and none to make a difference. Local churches, chaplaincies and supermarkets play a vital role in this work, providing a drop-off point where people can actively donate food, providing venues, volunteers and financial support for food banks nationwide. At the heart is the teaching of the Christian gospel, to love our neighbours as ourselves, to welcome the stranger, care for the poor, feed the hungry, shelter the homeless, and temper justice with compassion. And as Pope Francis aptly says, rivers do not drink their own water, trees do not eat their own fruit, the sun doesn't shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We're all born to help each other, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you're happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Child poverty and hunger are not simple problems, and disheartening as the efforts of individuals and local businesses and organisations to plug the deficit of school meals this half-term were, it's not something that can be resolved by food collections alone. Of course, the immediate priority is to feed the hungry, but long term, we need a reckoning as to how so many people have ended up at the doors of food banks, how so many people have fallen into desperate situations, and additionally, to think about how we see the cake being divided up. Thank you for joining us today.